I am I am going to attempt to, as I drift away from my mics ever so slightly, I'm gonna attempt to make this video as clear and concise as possible because it's actually exceedingly important one to me, at least. But you're probably wondering why randomly one you're looking at this incognito browser that you can now see what kind of crap I have saved to my top of my screen here, which is mostly all Pokemon related. But apologies. Uh, I've come here for a reason, and for those who don't know, which would be a fair bit of you, because why the fuck would you be stumbling ass backwards into my channel? Um, I uploaded the first episode of Wrestling Empire of Pure Evil Emily Lynn, which whatever. Typically, I do movie reviews, as you can see here. There's blindfolded yoga from back when I was in college, but yeah, bunch of videos from when I was in college, way back when. As you can see, I've had my channel for a while, but I don't upload very often. Uh, and in point of fact, where I do or where I have made most of my appearances is here on Goblin Cheshire Vic Goblin Queen Chesh. I don't fucking know what the channel is called now, but if you'll scroll down here, the last time I made an appearance, an official appearance on Chesh's channel, because I have popped up for a few things, and don't worry, there is a point to all of this. And you may be starting to see it if you've been staring at the screen and the context clues long enough. I was not here for that. Okay, so the last time I would have officially been on would have been a year ago, I presume. Was I here for this? That is not me. That is Rez and Dapper and Czar. Was I here for this rum and coke night? No. Okay, so last time I was on was here. You can see my beautiful bald face a year ago. The Psychology of Conspiracy, and I think prior to that it was a Vic Mignogna video. Yeah, I think the Vic Mignogna video might have been like the first video I was ever here on, like on camera with Chesh. I think that was genuinely the one and only. Oh yeah, this Chesh. Oh yeah, no, I was here for this too. I'm in the uh, gameplay afterwards of Phasmophobia, which I actually have to edit that and give her some shorts. But yeah, so I think I was in the chat for Fresh and Fit, but I've been around and I've been on Chesh's channel before, and I wanted to highlight the last time I was on because I think I went on recently for something Steve McRae related, and I told her to just fucking end the stream. But it's here, and I think I was here for this rum and coke night eventually at some point. I think I popped in on this one. It was one of these rum and cokes. I'm definitely here, but yeah, so Debate Hub, I'm here with Beta Heretic. There was one where we talked about Vic Mignogna, and I think the first one I was on was a Destiny one. That might even be old. Up there it is. Excuse me. Yep, there it is. 2 years ago was the first time I was on Cheshire Channel with Dr. Chris Shelton. Two psychologists, one a doctor, one being me. I am not a doctor. One is a psychologist and one is a doctor. And then again, like a year later is the next time I'm on. Yeah, a year later is the next time I'm on, ostensibly. And then after that, a couple months later, all within that same year. So I've been on Chess's channel probably in total like 5 times in the past. I think I've been a member of a community for like community, quote unquote. We'll get about that in a second. Chess doesn't even like to call it a community. Um, but yeah, I've been a member of Chesh's biodome for a while. Probably about almost 4 years now, 3, 4 years. So I'm joyfully removed from all the Steve McRae and company shit. I was slightly inundated with it during this time frame. As you can see, when I stopped showing up for streams once this shit goes on. This company stuff. All this shit with the company and Steve and this one, Aaron and Taboo Topics and Veda, I think her name is. Listen, I'm only gonna I'm not gonna talk about them too much, right? I don't know jack shit about Aaron as a person. EKC people suck. I know her name is Aaron, spelled exactly like my sister, so automatically she gets plus 2 points over Chesh for having a name that I like. And in point of fact, as you can see here, I uh, I have a recording of a stream here from had to be almost 2 years ago of a live stream where she is reviewing stuff that Chesh was talking about TSS and their court case with Katie Joy and blah 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 blah. I don't give a fuck about any of that. Oh, boom, perfect. So you probably saw that earlier above. Actually, let me peel back for a second. They're all yammering on and on and on about how they don't allow for their kids to curse. You can see I highlighted there. Fucking Lulu B is a real cunt. Very quick to be like, oh, this person's presence is flooded with evil and all that, and then talk a bunch of shit later. And Lulu B in particular, I have like screen caps of like them saying just like horrible shit about Chesh's hair, which is hilarious given that like Chesh's hair isn't particularly unique. It's a shaved side, head bun. Honestly, like whatever. But yeah, no, these people are all they do that moral goose stepping, right? Tammy Sue's all like, oh, the proper I taught my kids how to speak proper language. Oh, here it is. Lulu B says, yeah, your kids will sound like uneducated thugs if they curse. Hey, Lulu, the fuck you mean, dog? I went to college, all right? Talk that shit somewhere else. But anyway, Tammy Sue here. Tammy Sue's like, oh, mine's went to college. Yeah. I did too. I have my degree in psychology. I have a bachelor's in psychology. I get it. I'm not a doctor, but I have like 10 plus years in the field of psychology and human resources and human services, all types of shit. So this like nonsensical moronic belief that cursing makes you a worse person and less educated. It's not true. It's not true. And also, this has all been very much proven by science to not be true and just basic philosophy. But whatever. That's not what we're talking about here. We are going to talk about how Lulu B is an absolute sack of shit. But everyone here is doing, minus Lulu B, who is an asshole. Everyone else is here is doing the moral high stepping. And there's no audio to this. It's actually not super important. But you can see here me commenting to Tammy Sue that like it's irrelevant. You know, swearing doesn't change anything. Aaron called Chesh names so far this stream, and if you're going to have a standard, you need to keep that same energy. Just saying. So during the course of the stream, she's reviewing Chesh's stuff. Chesh is being typical Chesh and cursing and yada 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 because that's just how Chesh talks. And Aaron is like, you know, giving her rebuttal and talking like a human. I have no qualms with Aaron cursing at Chesh. I fucking want to curse at Chesh a good 90% of the time, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But in no way, shape, or form am I expecting Aaron to be the bigger person or any of that shit, right? Aaron, when I popped in and I say this, once again, the audio is not relevant because Aaron is not rude to me in any way, shape, or form. She's not, and you may see a bit of it here. Let me just kind of like, because I just get to the end of it, where I'm kind of talking about how I used to be a teacher and saying Chesh cursing is bad while Aaron is cursing is just silly, right? So you can kind of, that's a horrible face to pause on her because I don't want to, I'm not here to wholesale crap on her. But the problem with Aaron is her fucking community, right? This fucking community, uh, like this Marcy says, well, generic, she is rather annoying. So there's that. Okay. And so is Aaron. And so are you. Every single one of you in this fucking chat. Every single last one of you fucking stupid dense motherfuckers in this chat here, and I'll get to some of you. I don't know clue if you're all around now these days because this was from some years ago, but when I recorded this, maybe like a year ago. But yeah, and once again I say right here, irrelevant. We should be listening to her words, not standing on a moral high ground about language. So I point all this stuff out, and in this video, I'll just let it play out here. Aaron does inevitably like acknowledge me. She acknowledges the fact that I said that stuff and that she agrees with me. She, once again, not rude or irrational in any way, shape, or form. She read through it. You can see her looking through the chat here. And before the stream ends, she kind of, you know, oh yeah, Tim, so we have a different opinion being a teacher. I'm surprised that you're are comparing the two. the two instances are very comparable, right? I pointed that out. They're very comparable. You're both they're both doing the same thing. They're sitting here looking at a video that one of them made. It's fucking it's YouTubeception or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's that reaction shit where reactors are reacting to reactors to react to prove a point. She's sitting there talking about Chesh, was talking about some video she made, and they're both cursing at and about each other, right? But in the course of all this, Aaron actually does is like, I get it. She more or less says, at least if my memory serves, if you can find the stream and go back to it, she more or less says like, oh yeah, I get it, but there's this and that, fiddle and fat. When I came to this stream, I was originally new to this shit. I knew nothing about the company. I have no fucking clue who Aaron is or anything like that. The only thing I was ever told is that there was like court shit going on about this, and I was like, all right, well, my best advice to Aaron, yeah, I'm from New York City, so all I know about Erin is that she's also from New York. I don't know if she's from the city or whatever, but like, as if she, you still, my advice was, I'm like, if you still live in New York, number one thing you want to know, as the son of a lawyer, you want to shut the fuck up about your cases. You want to not talk about this shit. You don't want any aspect of this on the internet. Judges hate that shit. Judges hate when you talk about cases on the internet. Judges hate when you take the court system and you make it seem like it's a toy and something that you can just use for your own leverage, which this community, in particular the chat, but like Veda, Steve, and all the rest of the lot, fucking, there's that new fucking house slave, what's his name, Black Wolf or whatever, Renell, who looks like a fucking thumb from Spy Kids. Like, all these people seem to think that this is like inconsequential, that all this stuff is, and I believe right here in this clip, she is actively explaining her point of view on it. So like, she's not being irrational. Look at her face. Look how calm she is. She's calm. She's straightforward. She's not at all sized up. She's like, oh yeah, no, I get it. Da, da, da. And then she calls it. See, look, I say, I agree. I agree. I'm pointing out that we can't stand on a more high ground about cursing when there are bigger topic matters on hand. Aaron and I are having a legitimate conversation that is here in her chat. Just say, oh hey, I disagree. I didn't call her any names. I pointed out that her chat is full of fucking assholes. She expressed her point, and then she kind of just quietly ended the stream, which sure, whatever. Then down the rabbit hole pops in, and oh yeah, and starts basically trying to like, oh yeah, like, oh, you got paired up with Chesh. Like, first off, to whoever down the rabbit hole at bedtime is, I genuinely hope you get fucking kirked, like right in the neck, because you're a fucking idiot. All right, I came here, literal comment right above what you're saying, literally right there. I agree with Aaron. I'm agreeing with Aaron. I'm having a conversation with Aaron. At no point in time did I call Aaron a bitch and call her out of her name and call her an idiot. I came to the comments and I see all of you all sitting here cursing and talking stupid, and her just doing what she does. And then you fucking come into, oh, but of course I was wondering who someone like you got paired up with you. What do you mean someone like me, nigga? You don't know shit about me, dog. And first off, I'm not paired up with Chesh. Chesh should be lucky to be paired up with me. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 10 times 10. So anyway, I I do this. I go that this was years ago. This was the only interaction I had with the company shit, right? Uh, Oh yeah, bedtime. I'm not paired with Chesh. I simply look at the facts and respect intelligence. Came to hear Aaron on my own to get her side, right? And everyone just cool. She ended the stream. Nothing cool. We'll have a different opinion. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, everyone's just like, oh, I didn't know you had a different opinion being a teacher. Blah blah blah. Sure. As this video becomes longer and longer as they speak. So, Aaron had, this was years ago. I couldn't even possibly go down the list of shit. This is from like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I think. I couldn't even find it. If I went to go look for it, I had to ask someone else what the whole, I had to ask Manya what was the whole like list of fucking streams. Oh, hey, look, speaking of Manya, I had to go ask Manya what was like the whole list of streams just so I could get like an idea of which one it might have been, because there is a fucking endless amount of this shit. And this is just Aaron. This isn't Veda. This isn't Steve. This isn't any other people. Like, fucking, hold on. I can go to, where is the fucking like roundup thing? There's the one she does with like all of her buddies on a on a, they're all in a fucking video together. Hold on, they were like live or something. Let's see. Here we go. I'm immediately gonna fucking mute that shit because okay, good. It's already muted because we don't have to hear this fucking idiot. So let's go to taboo topics. Right? Taboo topics is a fucking idiot. Got the dumb fucking here it is, the Wolf's Ren or Wolf's Den shit with this AI generated crap. This is just dog shit. This antithesis of art. This we're talking about celebrities. Wolf Ren. You fucking Wolf Den. Go back and fix that. You fucking idiot. So idiots like this, like Black Wolf, and all these are the fucking idiots here. Aaron just seems to kind of be like a fucking like woman who's just here in this shit. And this is all centered around Katie Joy, who they all like. They do the KJ and other, and oh, we can't call her by her name. Listen, first and foremost, I'm gonna give you a bit of advice. Once again, as the son of a lawyer, shut the fuck up about Katie Joy. Do not talk about her. Do not even fucking insinuate that you know that she exists. Stop making videos on your channel. I won't be silenced anymore. It's me. Please leave me alone. And all these fucking people here in the comments, all here trying to suck your ass, being like, "Oh, we love you, Air Bear. Oh, I'm sorry that this happened to you. Oh, this woman is absolutely nuts. Lots of people blocked her because she's." Shut up. Just all this shit, I'm telling you, as the son of someone, as someone who has sat in a courtroom, you, Aaron, you are the only one in this entire group. Veda, Steve, all these motherfuckers, you were the only one that could have saved yourself from this bullshit. Had you just sat there and just been quiet and just been like, oh, you know, it kind of sucks, but yeah, and I wasn't trying to. You could have been, because nothing about you, Aaron, seems like innately malicious. At worst, and I mean this respectfully because this is gonna sound fucking terrible. At worst, you seem like kind of like a dumb airhead. You seem kind of like a fucking like I don't even know how to describe you. You're like a Shirley Temple type. Like there's nothing offensive about you. Every time I see you, all I expect to hear is just fucking and the mood crackers in my. I'll play it right now. That's you. That's you right there. Adorable, indomitable. Oh, and he get your gun. Oh, hugging my dad. That's all. That's Aaron. That's you. That is you at your core. I can tell just by looking at you. Unfortunately, you're inundated with these fucking morons who are sit here and placate your fucking ego. Listen, I I am not here at all to tell you how to do your business. I'm not at all here to tell you how to run your channel. But I can offer up the advice of do not in any way, shape, or form ever talk about a court case online, especially on your own channel. If somebody asks you a question and they kind of pull it out of you and you're in a situation where you're forced to respond, that's one thing. But when you sit here for a fucking hour and you talk about this, I have no clue what you said in this video, nor do I really care, right? Even if a judge is not watching the entirety of this, they're getting someone to pick and choose the parts where you look and sound and act like an asshole and are talking about the court system. Like, Aaron refuses to stop talking about the kid. Like, refusal, utter fucking refusal. All these people refuse. Veda always deletes all the shit on her channel, so I'm really only pointing to Aaron because she's at least got the fucking nut to keep her videos up. I gotta give her a mild amount of respect for that. Maybe that's just the New Yorker in me wanting to give her some respect. But the rest of these fucks will delete their videos or try to play like it's not that. Erin is stuck to her guns. She is saying what she's saying, and she's gonna stick by that. Cool. And as far as it relates to, and get the shit out of my fucking screen. I don't give a shit. And the reason why I'm talking about this, because the biggest aspects of this back and forth, right? This whole company stuff are really Steve and Chesh. But Aaron's and seems to be a highlighted member of it because Aaron, animal crackers in my throat. She's got to fucking sing her songs. Whatever. Her community. Let's just go down here because here every time I'll open up one that's a one with Manya or Chesh on it, and you can see. I don't want that in a fucking new private tab. Put that over in this one. You could see like here. This is just them. Let's see. I guarantee there are like 10 fucking unhinged, fucking rude ass, like what the fuck kind of human beings. Let's see. How many views does it have? 195? Maybe not. Let's reload because I fucked around too much. I might have messed it up. But typically in these videos, I'm going to look for, especially one with Chesh's face on it. Let's see. Let us see. Ooh, maybe no comments on this one, or at least they won't load right now. So there might not be any comments on that one, but I guarantee, yeah, they won't even load. Okay, hold on, because it's always inevitably the same thing. It says Tweedle. Here's some Tweedle Double D, some shit where she's talking about Chesh and Manya, because typically this is where this shit goes, and I hate that I have to look at all this fucking shit. Yo, can I get the comments to load, please? Like, YouTube. I know I don't got any comments on my fucking videos, but that doesn't mean these ones can't load. But you've all seen, like, I love that the one video that loads the comments is the fucking most recent one. I'll leave that sitting there in the background to hopefully load eventually. But uh, you'll note that, like I said, Erin will just talk. She'll talk and talk and talk, and that's fine. She's entitled to do whatever the fuck she wants to do on her channel. There she is talking about Manya again, and fucking this was from a year ago, and fucking at least she keeps her videos to like 3 minutes. The reason why I'm annoyed, and why I'm even making this fucking video that I'm making here, is actually not to badmouth or disparage Erin or the company, even though Erin is probably the only one I would talk to outside of this scenario. And I genuinely hope everybody else in the company, minus her, just like falls off a cliff, or they just lose everything they love because they're the worst. But speaking of people who I hope lose everything because they're the worst, let's talk about Chesh, because the core conceit is that I'm so buddy so pally with Chesh because I showed up on her channel. Listen, Chesh is always asking for psychoanalysis. Oh, you should psychoanalyze me, and break it down. Everybody on Chesh's channel always wants, am I an INTJ? Do I have Ring of Fire autism? First and foremost, to everybody in Chesh's quote unquote community, if you do not have a degree in psychology or you're not already in therapy, I can tell you, even speaking to the few of you that are in therapy, you are not fucking prepared for knowing exactly what kind of person you are, for being able to point the high-powered mirror of perception back at yourself, because it would require you to actually fucking make yourself better, which none of you would be willing to do, because making yourselves better is scary and acknowledging that you're wrong is scary, which is why this other side of the fucking spectrum is so shitty. But you all are here in this group are not that much better. And you want to know why you're not that much better? So you want it from a psychological standpoint? Chesh, in my psychological opinion, in my professional opinion, from my psychologist standpoint, is ostensibly just fucking, hold on, I'll find it right now. Oh, great. Here. This is Chesh. This is Chesh right here. Chesh fucking Anko. Chesh is Anko. That's it. She's just a fucking tsundere, cursed mark, pissed off at the world. I got hurt forever ago, and when I was young, and so now I take it out. I treat people like assholes, and I'm fucking, and I'm snarky, and all I know is fucking being in the forest and eating red bean paste and fucking killing things, and I can't ever not be this way. The Ambu Black Ops saved me, and then this dude fucking treated me bad, and now all I know is to be a fucking badass. And now we just have to wait for Chesh's fat arc, all right? If we want Chesh to be cool. I have, on multiple occasions, gotten into arguments with Chesh about something she has quite literally never seen. She once argued with me that I could not tell her that Star Trek Picard seasons 1 and 2 were not only bad science fiction but bad Trek. Like, they weren't, didn't even have the option of being just bad Star Trek. They were bad science fiction shows, and she told me I can't say that, and she hadn't seen the show at that point. This is not a woman working, this is not a goblin working with a full deck, nor does she pretend to, okay? And that's fine. Why I'm upset, and it's not even directly to do with Chesh. Chesh, for those who don't know, I don't use it. Chesh created my channel art. You've seen it on my Twitch streams, and I currently have Chesh commissioned to make a new banner for me. Me and my Nuzlocke Pokemon sitting on a couch together watching movies, because I do movie reviews, and I'm in the middle of refilming or at least finishing my Nuzlocke. Hopefully, I had to re-record the audio because all I have is the visuals of the last episode. But in the list of like me trying to get sized up to get back into it, I was like, oh hey, can you make me art? You guys can't see it. I made it in a video. I won't edit it in, but I have like, you can't hear, these are crayons. I bought art supplies because I'd open up Discord, but there's too many messages in it. I've asked Chesh to fucking like, hey, you used to do art lessons. How much would it be for art lessons? Can I get to art lessons? Because I want to just better myself. I want to add more things to the screen. I want cool little emotes that I can fucking put on the screen when I edit. All I've got is this picture of this fucking. All I got is a picture of this baby. There's a picture of this little baby right here. And it's like, yeah, I can make that bounce up and down on the screen and shit like that. But I love to be able to draw, to be able to create my own art. But now you can see the problem with that when it comes to getting Chesh to be my fucking art teacher, or to get anything from Chesh that is art related. Chesh is an artist, yet somehow, since the last time that I've been on, this is just since the last time I was on her channel officially, she has somehow dedicated, like, fucking, speaking of Naruto, like 60 plus hours of filler talking about Eren and the company and the company and company, and I am fucking sick of it. And yes, Chesh is entitled to upload whatever she wants on her channel. She can do whatever she wants. That's sure, that's fine, that's great, that's fantastic. If she wants to fucking be literally inundate herself with the suicide forest that does nothing but kill children and is just a miserable sack of shit while she sits outside and eats red bean paste and gets fat, cool. That's sure, fine, whatever. Who cares? But the reason why it fucking annoys me is because she inundates her whole fucking day life with this shit. And no, I get it. It's not her actual whole day. And you just think, but it's, listen, I am an artist. I am a comedian. I do movie reviews. If you haven't seen my channel, I was like, fucking get the fuck out of here, you fuck. I wanted it to be on the fucking pause screen. As you can see on my channel, I do my movie reviews and I make my own thumbnails, and they don't look good. All right, I wanted to be able to make art in order to be able to help grow my channel and add something more. But that is currently being hampered by the fact that Chesh is fucking burning herself on both ends to talk about these fucking idiots. And why I'm annoyed by it, and why I'm annoyed that Chesh in particular is doing this, because to quote a great artist at one point, why do you care? There was someone who said that once. Why do you care? No, why specifically do you care? I have to ask Chesh, why do you care? This shit is already up in courts. It's done. It's done. And clearly, Eren is content to just continue to fucking bury herself because she'll frame it as her being silenced. Let Eren run herself into the ground. I don't give a fuck. No one should give a fuck at all that these people keep just talking. First off, they're only talking to like 1,000 people most of the time. It's a fucking very minute amount of people. They're talking into a fucking echo chamber. That's the first thing. So automatically, we're in an echo chamber of like 1,000 people who look at this and go like, "What the fuck? Yeah, I guess, sure, whatever, whatever." Or maybe they just, who cares? Who cares? She's 5,000 subs. This isn't like a Markiplier or fucking what's his name, Pirate Software or something like that, right? Like, am I even on Chesh's channel? Oh, I went to the homepage. This isn't like Pirate Software, right? Where you like 9 hours dedicated to this guy who was like the most popular dude on YouTube for something like that, right? But this is the annoying part, right? Like, Chesh makes the Merc Mark series. Once again, she does not have to. She does not in any way, shape, or form have to only do art streams or only do supermarket streams. I do a multitude of different streams. I have more questions and answers videos. I have videos of me fucking skit shows. I got my movie reviews. I got my fucking Nuzlocks. I get it. You want to do different shit. But holy fucker-roly, 6 months was the last time she did a Merc Mart upload. Okay? Now, the last time she did a Merc Mart live stream, and I think it might be the only one she did, was the game's release date, which was like 6 months ago. Yeah, full release special. Streamed for 4 hours of the actual fucking thing. And since then, it has been nothing but fucking literal, like, bullshit after 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 bullshit, and it's the company again, and more bullshit, and the company again, and more bullshit. And no, I guess the goblin's going to college now. I have no clue. I'm so emotionally divorced from this shit because of this company stuff, and the fact that, even more to the grander point, and this is the part that is why it's so frustrating. It's something that literally not a single soul in Chesh's community will ever understand. Why this is so frustrating is to me. I live in America. Chesh does not. Chesh is Canadian. The vast majority of Chesh's community doesn't fucking live in America. They don't fucking live here. They don't have to be a part of this shit. They don't even, whatever, take the company shit out. Even though this, I'll get back to this in a second. But whatever, take all that. We want to talk America versus Canada, all this. Everyone is in the comments through and through talking about how much America sucks. I'm the only nigga in the entire goddamn Discord that's in America. And I mean that in the literal sense. I am the only black man in Chesh's Discord that lives in America. And I have to actively deal with this shit. It gets a little bit tiring to be inundated with it every day. But this community is so piss poorly run by its so-called Goblin King. And because the Gabu doesn't believe in a community, if I get upset that this shit sucks and that I want to just be inspired with something positive from an artist, I want an artist to at least teach me how to make art so I can add art to the world, because she's clearly intent to just fucking add stupid bullshit to it. Somehow everyone will be like, well, I mean, you just don't have to, just don't watch Chesh anymore. And even Chesh will be like, well, just don't watch it anymore. Just don't. Like, I disappeared from the community for like a year. Nobody, they didn't give a fuck. They just keep talking about this shit. And which, once again, y'all want your psychological analysis. You all have fucking issues. Every single last one of you, on Aaron's side, on Chesh's side, all of you are fucking broken brain, stupid motherfuckers who don't know how to have any fun, any joy that doesn't involve watching the misery of other people, whether it be you making them miserable or you watching them be miserable because they've made someone else miserable. All you want to do is just watch Aaron make videos like this where she's fucking sad because she's getting sued and get fucking TRO. That's all you want to do. None of you are any better. You're all two different versions of sacks of shit. And if you want to know, if you really want the epitome of it, because I'll put the fucking kibosh on all your heads to the handfuls of people, especially in Chesh's community, not Chesh directly, but in Chesh's community. Chesh streamed this shit 9 days ago, right? The day after Aaron streamed it. That's 6 hours of that. 11 days ago, Goblin went to Harvard. That 11 days ago was Veterans Day. I made a video talking about how the government hates its veterans because I am at home care for a veteran. And I made that 11 days ago. I posted this in Chesh's Discord, tagged everybody in it. We know what the fuck is going to happen with Aaron. We all know. We all know what this shit is. We all know. We all know. We all know. We all know. We all know how this shit works when you go into court and you constantly talk about this shit when you're not supposed to, and you do all this shit. Like, we all know how this shit goes. Yet people will show up in droves. I have to actually like reload these fucking streams because they won't show me the comments to them, and it's gonna piss me off because I literally just saw them earlier. But we will get even just like fucking, oh my god, this is gonna legitimately piss me off that it won't load the comments now. I'm gonna open it up in a different fucking browser because I don't give a shit. I'll open it up in my main browser. Who fuck cares? Yeah, it's fucking Google Chrome piece of shit. Not gonna. Oh, thankfully I'm not logged in here. Good. Okay, so it won't save. It won't save my shit in here. Good. 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 Yeah. Will you load? Okay, so YouTube is just broken now. I want to yell about a thing, and YouTube just doesn't want to work. Okay. I do not want my goddamn history filed up with this fucking shit. But I'm pointing this out because this video right here has like 30 some odd comments on it. You can't see them now because they won't load. But even if I go over to, okay, no, Even if I go, sorry, I almost exited out my fucking screen over here. Oh, look, see now they'll load. Look at that. This is just fucking here. Perfect example. Just whatever. It's a cold chain thread of fucking emails from them about I don't fucking care, right? Who the fuck cares? Even Wendy, who I adore. I adore Wendy. Oh boy, I have a feeling this is gonna be a crazy catch up. What's there to catch up about? What's there to catch up about? Look at these people in the fucking comments here. What is it to catch up about? They're awful people. That's it. We already know that. Yet we're still dedicating fucking hours, 6.5 hours, hour and a half. Fucking Manya dedicates 4 hours to Steve. Another fucking, what is that? 2 hours and 45 minutes to Steve. Another fucking 3 hours to Steve. And for a bunch of artists, a bunch of fucking SJWs, a bunch of people who want to fight for the right things and they care about this and that, Finland fat, you think any of them sons of bitches would come by? And my video is comedic. It was a comedic take on the actual gripes that I have with the government and how they've been treating my grandfather piss poorly and they treat soldiers poorly. We all are fully aware of all this shit. They are sitting here talking about how this and that. They are fighting the good fight against some random ass fucking white people who have done what? They've ruined one white lady's life. Sorry, Katie Joy. I know it's terrible. I'm not gonna like belittle that fact, but they ruined one white lady's life, and they were inevitably gonna run into just a bunch of people who were gonna be like, "Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. You're shit," and then just have their little shitty community. The stuff with Katie Joy is already in. But yet and still, we are dedicated fucking hours upon hours. But once again, Chesh can do whatever the fuck Chesh wants on her channel. But I can't even get a fucking art lesson because Chesh will dedicate fucking hours. And my problem is the fucking community. You all support this shit. All of you are in a fucking community where I can, like specifically, this is to Chesh's community. All of you are in a fucking community where you know that the comments and shit like that are what drive the fucking clicks and people you know that shit. You were told this multiple times over. Fucking Rez in the Discord has told you all multiple times over. You will comment on this fucking shit that we know where this shit is fucking going. But you can't even, for me to help me to get the fucking government that I have to deal with, that you fucking idiots keep talking about. You're all here talking about this shit. You're all here talking about it, and it affects me directly. And when it comes time for you to actually put about the shit you need to do, just acknowledgement. Yeah, oh, you gave it a view, you got 3 thumbs up. I guarantee. I probably have more, was that 3 thumbs up, 35 views. 275 views. How many? This is just some dumb fucking emails. This is just some dumb fucking emails about some shit we knew they were doing terrible. All right, 36 thumbs up. People are more concerned about giving this shit light than an old man who was literally stationed on a World War II ship. I point out the fact that we spend billions of dollars on our defense budget and none of it goes to our veterans, and pointed out the fact that he was on a World War II ship. He was exposed to that bit where I'm holding the piece of paper and I'm looking at it. It's all the list of symptoms that he got from being exposed to Agent Orange. And somehow this shit, 35 views, 3 thumbs up, not a single fucking comment. It's an important thing. This dumb shit, 714 fucking views. People just chatting all crazy. We all know that these fucking people are whack jobs. We all know. We all know. Let's just look at the MAGA versus Canada. Let's just look at MAGA versus Canada. Let's look at that. Look at this. 369. 20 thumbs up. Most of these motherfuckers don't even live here in America. There's only one. The one lives in Canada. A couple of them live in Canada. You have a friend who's living in America with a real problem that is a problem for a lot of Americans. An acquaintance, sorry, not a friend. Why would I be fucking friends with these people? This one doesn't even have a fucking community. Listen, I made all this 40-minute long spiel that I'm now gonna have to cut down because I rambled like a psychopath. I made all this to say this. My grandmother used to tell me, my great grandma used to tell me, go outside, make some friends, you boy. Y'all sit around, you, Chesh, you're the group of you all here in the fucking chat, Aaron's crew, the whole company crew, all you, Manya, all of you motherfuckers sit there all day long talking about go out there and go touch grass. All you motherfuckers need to go out there and go learn how to make some goddamn friends so you can learn how to treat other human beings. Because all right now you care about in terms of treating human beings with any kind of halfway decency is the ones who are fucking literally fucking a bunch of white people crying about white people being mean to them. Meanwhile, your black like acquaintance has an actual issue. Nobody's helping bring light to that. You have a platform that could do that, and instead you're using that platform to fucking talk about some shit we known for literally a fucking years with an Z is fucking are terrible, is terrible, have been through court and everything. Yet all of that energy is still spent. They're fucking this, just this, all this, fucking so much of it. All between these two and all of you here in the comments, all over this shit that it's done. It's done. It's done. I'm not asking anyone to dole out me any money, but could y'all help me get the buzz out there? Help me get some, like, all the, like, help. What I really mean, not even just help me, fucking help somebody. Help somebody other. Stop just sitting here talking about how shitty this stuff is. Maybe actually help someone. This is why you all couldn't get a fucking psychoanalysis from me, because I would tell you all how much of a useless sexist shit you are for not ever actually helping anybody, just sitting here talking about how bad this stuff. You're not helping anybody. You're not helping anybody. You're helping yourselves. You're helping yourselves feel better about yourselves, because at least I'm not shitty like Aaron, at least I'm not shitty like Vader, at least I'm not shitty like that. And you can feel good about yourself knowing you're only slightly less shitty than some other people. Congratulations.